Welcome to the LGBTQ review with me, James, and this is Beth. We discuss queer content and review it. This week we are talking about Rent, the 2005 musical film.
$525,600 How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in stride. In 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? Measuring love.
Rent is the 2005 musical drama film directed by Chris Columbus, based on the musical of the same name by Jonathan Larson, which must have come out 1990, maybe?
Yeah, the musical came out in 1996, I think. And it's based in 1989, 1990.
It features 6 of the original Broadway cast members reprising their roles in the original Broadway production. Wilson Jermaine Herodiah won a Tony. Mm-hmm. It won like 6 Tonys or 4 Tonys, I can't remember, but like 3 of them are for writing and stuff. It depicts the lives of several bohemians and their struggles in New York. Nice to see bisexuals.
Yeah, it's always good.
I've said it before, I'll say it again.
I think they shouldn't have used the cast. I think they're too old now, like in their 30s, like mid-30s.
Right.
That's one of the reasons that one of the cast members didn't return, because she's supposed to be playing a 19-year-old and she was like 35.
I did check to see how old Idina Menzel was for other reasons, for just personal Beth stuff, and then worked out that she was 32 when it came out, which seems a bit old. Well, but also struggling performance artists are 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are my main gripes. Like, one, I think that as talented as they are, I think the cast are too old, and I don't necessarily think they are very good on-screen actors. I've never seen the musical itself. And 2, I think it's
Just in this or in everything that you've ever seen them in?
just in this.
Okay.
I think most of them I've only seen, like Roger, I've never seen anything else.
No.
And I think it's like the most 2005 film I've ever seen. It just doesn't look like it's
Where was
supposed to be.
Mean Girls? Was that 2002 or something?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
around then, yeah. They do a terrible job of making it feel and look like 1989, 1990. Like if this was made in 1998 or something like that, just after the Broadway musical, it would have been, I think, really good. But it just seems completely too late, I think. I think they made it too late. And if they were going to make it when they did, they should have like taken some liberties with it. Just don't think Chris Columbus does a very good job with it. I mean, he directed the 2 worst Harry Potter films.
Nearly headless? How can you be nearly headless?
Yeah, I just
But he's
think
directed some really good stuff as well.
Which?
Mrs. Doubtfire,
He did Mrs.
I think
Doubtfire.
beautifely directed
Well,
for,
there you
for
go.
a comedy.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
9 Months, also really good. Hugh Grant gets a woman pregnant. That's the whole film.
I didn't know anything about Rent before this. Like I've heard of it, but I didn't know like the main plot or anything. And I just think, yeah, there's like obviously a really good musical in there, and you can see it within this film. But I just don't think the film does a very good job with it. I just think it's too long. I think that they should. I think that for fans of Rent, this would be like really harsh. But I think they should have cut some of the songs, because I think
I don't think fans of
30
Rent
seconds.
liked it at all.
Yeah.
There are like 3 that I think are good, done really well. Oh, I really like theatre, right? So I don't mind this weird film theatre amalgamation that doesn't really work. So I like Seasons of Love at the beginning. I like that. Inexplicable why they're on a stage, but I like it. I like Take Me or Leave Me, obviously, because And what other one is? Oh, the one when they're in the pub. It was surprisingly good. Like I didn't like it in the beginning, and then it really built to something.
I would have been completely satisfied had they done what you like, which is like that weird
Yeah.
hybrid. But they don't, and they play it like half the time like really big musical where they're like smiling and stuff, and then half the time like a kind of a more gritty like film. And it's like you can't do both. It just doesn't work.
I tell you what really doesn't work. Anthony Rapp singing on a bicycle.
I agree.
Doesn't work. Angry singing on a bicycle as well, not just singing.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would that work? That's another thing I wanted to talk about. You know, they're like, if you read about this film, they're like, oh, it was like commercially, it was a big disappointment at the box office. What? I don't understand what could have been a commercial success about this film. Like, what point did they think, if this is going to do really well at the cinema?
A very small, like, and it's not a cameo part, but it's a small part, like Sarah Silverman. She was like a breath of fresh air compared to the...
I don't think she was particularly good, actually.
Do you not?
No, I'm in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't think she was that great.
I really liked her very small part. Like, changed gears for a bit then. It's like, oh, some acting, that's nice, rather than just like some scenes with music. Like the song where Roger and Mimi meet, I think is the worst. With the candles, and they like playing out the candles.
Yeah.
I think that's
But you can
bad.
really see how that would work on stage.
Yeah.
It would be really good.
A lot of it, I think, this would be great on stage.
Yeah.
I can see how this would work on stage.
Yeah. There was a good bit when the police were moving on that homeless woman, and then Mark films her, and then she's like, "Don't film this. Are you gonna give me money?" That was good.
That scene stuck out like a sore thumb because it was like some actual, I don't know, commentary on something that was like, oh, that's interesting, and then they just kind of like look a bit bemused by it, and they sing on a subway and have that like subway dance bit.
The screenplay is written by the guy that wrote Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Did he write this and direct Perks of Being a Wallflower? Did he write Perks of Being a Wallflower?
He wrote the novel Perks of Being a
sorry.
Wallflower, and he wrote the screenplay Rent.
The woman who played Mimi.
Yeah, you know, I was going on about Jane the Virgin the other day, and how much I really want Petra and JR to get together because I just love them.
Yes, I
And
remember.
I didn't really know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mimi is JR.
That's the role that was recast, wasn't it? Like I don't think she was in the original. I think she has the most screen presence out of the core gang.
Yeah, she's great.
Truths that she learned, or in times that he cried, in bridges he burned, or the way that she died.
It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends.
Let's celebrate, remember.
For me, it all comes back to the fact that I think it was just made too late, and it's not a great adaptation.
Right. Yes, I agree. But also, I just really like it for no reason. I think some of the majority of the film is terrible and very cringy. I haven't seen a film that cringy in a long time. It's like embodies how I used to feel about all musicals. I guess the only person I actually want to talk about is Idina Menzel.
Okay, well, feel free. I mean,
so she is Elphaba in Wicked. She's just like musical royalty, like proper Broadway royalty. She plays Rachel Berry's biological mother in Glee, and they look very similar. And then obviously she's lesbian ice queen Elsa in Frozen. She's great. I love her. Oh, and she fell in love with Tay Diggs on the Who Plays Benny. They were together for 10 years. That's nice. Married for 10 years.
I rate it 2.8 scarves because Mark's always wearing a scarf.
Yeah, I don't like that. I just don't like Mark.
Yeah.
I will rate it 3.9. I was going to say 3.7, but Idina Menzel. 3.9 ice sculptures.
With jackets on?
With jackets on. So basically, I'm just rating it 3.9 take me or leave me's.
That's fine.
Which is
The
possibly the
concept
only
of
bit
the
I
song.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's been our review. Let us know what you thought in the comments below, and like and subscribe if you are inclined to.